They've won Tonys and Oscars and Emmys and Grammys. There's no red carpet because they're home in their jammies. From Melrose Place to Broadway to Janeway and her crew, let Seth and James bring all the stars to you.
Anywho,
they're entertaining everyone, so who's gonna grouse? Just sit right back and you'll hear some tales on Stars in the House.
Hi all. Here we are again. I hope you had a good Monday and a good week. There's so much going on. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Oh, I'm Brenda Braxton, aka Lady Braxton, aka Miss Thing Girl Troll. Okay, I'm happy to be here yet again. I am kind of like almost done with my time here at Stars in the House for now. I think I have 2 more Mondays. It has been amazing. A lot of work, but a lot of good work. Act 2, now what? You know what? Is different for everybody. And I realized that I started Act 2, now what? For women of a certain age. But with what's going on right now, Jesus, so many people are in their Act 2 or trying to figure out their Act 2. Oh boy. But anyway, we will survive and we will get by. And I think it's also 2 weeks before we get to vote. I made sure I stayed away from politics on this show because I just want to make people smile and have a good time and just have all kinds of shenanigans. Okay. But 2 weeks is very important. Vote, 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 vote. And that's all I'm going to say on that. Vote. Blue. Vote. Okay, all right. So let's get all of the housework done, children. Oh, my glasses are dirty. Oh, that's all right. So thank you, Seth, James, as usual. I can't thank you guys enough for allowing me to have this time to just be me. I gotta be me. So anyway, thank you, Seth and James, and thank you for doing this for all of us, because the Actors Fund, which is why we're all doing this, of course, for our sanity as well. But the Actors Fund is an amazing, amazing, amazing group of people who take care of all of the actors, singers, dancers, musicians, everyone. The Actors Fund is where we go for help when we need it. They help with medical, with psychological help, if you need a therapist. So doing this has been, I have used the Actors Fund before, and doing this has just been my pleasure to help raise money for the Actors Fund so they can continue taking care of all of the actors. As you know, Broadway's not going to be back until next May, June, is it? But that's all right. That's all right, Broadway. That's okay. We're going to come back, and we're going to come back stronger. Okay, ain't no pandemic gonna keep Broadway down. All right. But in the meantime, we have to find out and figure out what we're going to do for our Act 2 now, right? So James and Seth, this has kept us going. So we thank you for this. And if you want to make a donation, you can text FUND, I think it's down there, FUND 2020 to 56512. If you want to make a donation, all donations are welcome. Everything is welcome. $1, $5, $2, whatever. It helps us. Okay. And if you want to make a donation online, just go to theactorsfund.com and give lots and lots and lots of money. We don't take small children. We don't take car keys. We don't take apartments. We don't take anything like that there. You know what I'm saying? But everything else is okay. All right. So is that everything? Is that all of it? We have raised, listen to this. Okay, y'all. We have raised, as of yesterday, $526,935. Okay. Whew. They are helping a lot of people, y'all. They are helping a lot of folks. So please give if you can. Make sure you keep watching Stars in the House, Plays in the House. Oh, Seth and James are doing all kinds of things. Okay. All right. So that's good with that. Now, my guests tonight, oh my God, this is so, so cool. I'm always talking about all my friends. Every time I'm like, I want to do so-and-so, they're like, okay, what do you need me to do? Well, This is a friend of mine that I met way back in Dreamgirls, way back. But we became, as I always say, good friends. This man does everything. He does a little bit of everything. He sings, he dances, he draws. As a matter of fact, this man, Bobby Daye, did all of my illustrations. Hold up, y'all. Y'all don't know. Y'all just don't know. Y'all talk about Act 2. He been doing Act 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 since I don't know when. He has done all of my little illustrations in my book, the Little Black Book of Backstage Etiquette. Okay, he is just amazing. Oh, see, when I said, "Hey, Bobby Daye," that's his name. "Hey, Bobby Daye, I'm gonna write a book and I need some drawings." He was like, "Okay, be what you need." Okay, so as I said, we go all the way back to Dreamgirls, and then we actually worked together in what? Smokey Joe's Cafe. Okay, Jonah.
Ha! Brenda Braxton.
Hey, Bobby Daye.
How are you, my love?
How you doing?
I'm so well, thank you.
Oh, good. I know I said way back.
Well, you left out another way. We had about 2 more ways in there.
I know. Bobby Daye, how you been?
I have been so well. You know, in this time, well, first of all, let me start off because what you said earlier about the Actors Fund. I'm so glad to be on a platform that is supporting the Actors Fund because they have helped me out in the past. And I know many friends that they have helped out in the past. And in these times, our business is one of the ones that is really hit so hard. And we really need the support of everyone out there. So just want to get that off. Okay.
Absolutely. Now we also call Bobby the hardest working man in show business. Let me just tell you. Let me see. Where's my Bobby Daye has done? Bobby Daye has done After Midnight, Aladdin, Shrek, The Color Purple, The Lion King, Smokey Joe's Cafe, Book of Mormons. What did I leave anything out? Broadway.
I have just been blessed. Let me just put it that way. I've been blessed.
You have been so blessed. Okay, when you get your pension, it's gonna be. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
But you know, I've been blessed because I tell you, Dreamgirls was my very first show, and you don't get better teachers than what I had with that cast. All I had to do was keep my eyes open and my ears and my mouth shut every once in a while. And I would pick up what I needed to make it in this career.
Yes. And that's key. I think that's key. Sometimes people don't realize just being quiet sometimes and just watching what's going on, you can learn a whole lot more than that. Right?
I'll tell you a quick story. When I was in Dreamgirls, that was way back when we had cassette players, and I had this 4-track cassette player that I would be sitting in the corner.
What's that? Okay, never mind. It doesn't work.
I would be sitting in the corner, you know, while the show was going on, and Clinton Derricks came up to me. Clint Von Derricks came up to me one time, and he said, you know, don't ever stop writing. And next thing I know, Shirley Ralph had been listening to some of my music. And she is the first person that has actually used one of my songs that it was actually published. It was on her album. They used it on her show Codename Foxfire. So I have to give her all props for believing in this little kid in the corner. Yeah.
Absolutely. Never stop. Just keep going. Keep those juices flowing because you never know who's listening. You know what I mean? So Bobby, where are you originally from?
I'm originally from South Jersey, Lakewood, New Jersey. Woohoo! Oh. You know, home of the pork roll. Okay. Unfortunately, I think I have a lot of my high school friends watching tonight. I put enough smoke signals out for it.
Awesome. Yes. And that's another thing. Longevity in the business, because we have been in the business a long time. And there are some things that you just have to learn in order to be in the business this long, 40 something years, you know. You really do have to. Where is it? Where's my book? Just
exactly.
A couple little tidbits in here that will help you. So, you know, if you want to be in this business for any length of time, you have to play by the rules. You really do have to play by the rules. Yes, you'll get to go out on your own and to be, you know, one of those breakout stars.
Absolutely.
As they call it. But there are some basics. So, you know,
There is etiquette. There is a type of etiquette in the theater, in show business, well, in life, period.
In life,
you know,
absolutely.
one of our dear friends who passed away a while ago, Graciela Simpson. I remember one of the things that she said to me that stuck in my head for years is always know your own self-worth, because somebody's always going to make you try to feel that you're not worth that.
Absolutely. So, Bobby, we are here with you because you have written a show called Love and Southern Discomfort.
Booked by the amazing...
years ago.
Yes.
So you've been working on it a while.
Yes, we have been 5 years in this project. Monica Patton, it's a book that she had written. We were doing On the Road with Book of Mormon together, and I'm sure she'll tell the story later on a lot better than I do. And she had, I saw that she had these books that she had online, and she was telling me that she had this story, and she said, I kind of think it's a musical. I'm not really sure. So I was like, well, give me an outline and let me read and see what happens. Well, in 1 week we had 3 songs. And then the next thing, was building and building. And we were lucky enough to have the cast held captive on the road so we could
looking for something to do, something else to do, right?
Yes, but she wrote this amazing book, and it really inspired me, the music. But I want her to tell more about that, because that book it's the joy that comes out of her, that book. Yeah.
But you are quite a lyricist, quite a musician, everything, Bobby. So I cannot wait to see the show, to hear the show. Jonah, can we play our little video that we have, our first video?
Think about the time that we could have had and then never tried to get away. Nothing in the world is beyond our grasp. You and me could be royalty.
Don't you see, this is hard for me. I really miss it, but I don't regret. I ran away true, now it's deja vu. I remember what I tried to forget.
Come on and take her. Walk down memory lane.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
Come on, come on.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Okay, I'll take her.
Walk down memory lane.
I'm Tamara Tunie, and I am very excited to have joined the team of Love and Southern Discomfort as the director of this fantastic show. It's about family, forgiveness, and redemption, and we're all on that journey. It's been an incredible journey thus far, and I can't wait for us to share Love and Southern Discomfort.
Wow.
Down memory lane, kids.
My God.
The amazing Nikki James and Anthony Wayne.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So see what I'm talking about, folks. Act 2, everybody has an Act 2, right? So as long as you're like, okay, what do I do now? What do I do now? You can have an Act 2, an Act 3, Act whatever. So Monica, I did Little Ham with Monica.
Really?
Way back in 2002, I believe it is.
How did that stage handle both of y'all?
Huh? I know. I know, it was crazy. It was me, Monica, Lee Summers, who else? Joy Styles, all those folks, Richard Vita. We had the best time. So, Jonah, where's Monica? There she is. Hey. How are you? Oh my God.
Hey, do you remember at 5 minutes we used to put on Ludacris Roll Out? Right.
I'm gonna sip my drink while you two go at it.
I know. At 5 minutes. So what Monica's talking about? Oh, wait a minute. Ching ching. Okay. So what Monica is talking about, all the ladies in the dressing room right before we started the show would put on Ludacris, move, get out the way. That's how we would warm up. Okay, so we weren't very professional at that point. But it's so good to see you, Monica. How have you been? Oh, we are having difficulties.
But it got us pumped up.
Okay, hold on. We're getting a little kind of feedback. Hold on.
No, I have been
Okay.
great.
Can you hear us,
I
Monica?
have an amazing partner.
Okay, let's try this. Jonah,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but your video is not in sync with it. So,
Yes, and
Jonah,
lacking.
can you take Monica out for a minute and see? Yeah, good. Okay, cool. This is
Yeah,
what
I cannot imagine. But you just mentioned Lee Summers as well, too. Oh my gosh.
I
I
know.
mean, we're so fortunate to have been in this business this long, to have met some of the most amazing people and become friends with them. Sometimes I have to actually pinch myself
I
about this,
know. I know.
that
They're
I'm talking
still
to Brenda
here.
Braxton.
Oh, stop.
Yes, the
No.
amazing Brenda Braxton, who I bow to.
Oh my God. Do you miss being on the road?
When I went on the road, I hadn't really gone on the road for, I'm not going to even say how many years before Book of Mormon. And what happened was, while I was on Book of Mormon, I ended up moving to Chicago for love, and then that didn't happen. So I was like, here's Aladdin. It took me back on the road, and I will make my way back to New York, from that. So
Wow.
yeah, so I like the road in the fact that it alleviates any of your responsibilities in life. So all I have to do is be out there and work on my craft. I was doing so much writing. That's where we got, all of this show was done on the road, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you give a little synopsis of the show, or?
Yes, I can. This show is about 3 generations of women in the Louisiana area, the New Orleans area of Louisiana, and they're from a very well-to-do family. And at the beginning of the show, you find out that the matriarch has passed away. Oh, here's Monica. I'm sure she'll explain even better.
Yes.
Better.
Oh, much better.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. So Bobby was given a little synopsis of the show.
And I just started, so please take it away.
So you can take it away.
So it's a unique perspective on of African American family. So it deals with the themes of addiction, mental instabilities, a devastating family secret, which threatens to tear the family apart. So our protagonist Wilhelmina is a faded debutante. She is estranged from her daughter, and has a very difficult relationship with her mother. And so when the dowager, her mother, dowager of polite Louisiana society, dies, in the will, everything will go to her granddaughter. And if she does not come home to bury her, they will lose their inheritance. And at the center of the inheritance is Beaumont Mansion, a postbellum mansion that has been in the family for 6 generations. Doc Sewell Solomon, who was an ex-slave, did get his 40 acres and a mule, and he built this stately home, and it's been in the family for years. And this family is well-to-do, and a lot of pressure is put upon them to represent their legacy. And so Wilhelmina is failing miserably, and she has been self-medicating for a long time. And so the musical starts with the prodigal daughter coming home.
Wow. Is this fiction?
Yeah. It is an homage to my family. My family's from Logansport, Louisiana, and we have a lot of land in the family on both sides, on the Sampsons and the Thomases. And we would go, when I was young, we would go to the homestead, we called it. And it was like a Lion King moment, because it was like the woods, and it was like everything the light touches is yours, And so I just remember my Aunt Isaphine. She would make sweet pickles. She had a wood burning stove right in the middle. And she lived to be 113 years old. But we would just go around to the relative's house, and it was just like every summer we would go down and be in this like like a fairy tale. It was very simple and idyllic. And my mom, I grew up with stories, but my mom would tell me in the segregated South that what they didn't grow, they had to go into the city to buy, and that's when she would come up against segregation, and she'd be like, "Why do I have to go in the back door? This is stupid," you know. And she told me one time it was her and her brothers, and they were with their uncle Bo Weevil, who was a little crazy, and some very, bad men who wanted to bother her. She was like 5 years old. They were bothering her in the like the general store, and the proprietor said, "Oh, don't mess with those kids. That's for Weevil's kids." And they were like, "Oh, here's some candy, little girl." So like I grew up with those stories, and my mom has like a treasure trove of like pictures and like my grandfather played piano and he was a dandy, and so I just kind of grew up, and I was just like, and then I started thinking about these stories, and then especially the musical pays homage to a family member of mine who was beautiful and vivacious and erratic and burned out way too quickly. And so I feel like the musical gives her the ending she should have had.
Mm. Is she still with us, or?
She's not.
Okay. All right.
She's
And is your mom still with us with her stories?
Yes, my mom. Yes, she is. She is.
Yes,
Oh.
that's my coffee. That's my coffee buddy.
Oh,
It is. She wanted her Dunkin' Donuts.
wow.
But yeah, I'm like she's like passing the stories on to me. I'm like the matriarch in training, and so I've already got her stern voice down. But she, yeah, I can't tell you. There's like pictures upon pictures upon pictures, and they're just, some of them are just so old and precious, and it's like we have to get them restored. But like all this history has been passed down to my mom, and so she's now passing it down to me.
Awesome. It's interesting you say that, because I wish that I had a chance to talk to my grandmother more. I know some stories, but I know one story where I think my mom told me there was something happened and my grandmother went after this woman with an axe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Okay. I know.
I'm about to say, I think we all have one of those stories.
You know what I'm saying? She needed, okay. But I wish I had more stories like that with my grandmother, or and pictures
I
or,
don't think
or
you would
whatever.
appreciate it until you
Yeah.
get older. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm like Bobby. You learn so much by listening, and I was an unusual child because I feel like I had an old soul, and so I was always the one in the corner. And also, I was asthmatic, so I was sickly. So all the aunties and the uncles put me on their laps, and oh no, you can't go out and play with kids. You sit here, and so all I heard was like them yapping. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh, good. I cannot wait to see and hear this show, and I love that it's you're a woman bringing more art. And I also see, I think Bobby and I talked about this too. You let this pandemic go too long, you can put that on this big screen.
I don't want to give away too much, but let me tell you, we're busy right now.
See,
okay, we're busy, so yeah, we got things in store. But let me tell you, this show, my words are being lifted off the page because of Mr. Bobby Daye.
Of course, he's brilliant.
I tell you that we were drinking cocktails. First cocktail, I told him about the show, and on the third cocktail, he was like, "I got this." Yep. And he came back with 3.
That's
songs.
how Bobby is.
They're just amazing, and Bobby's so easy to
work with. I know.
to work with. I mean, you hear about those partners that have to go to like therapy, because they're fighting. But and it's so funny, and I'm very much like collaborate. You know what I mean? And I'm very much like Bobby has a process. Bobby's like, throw me the ball.
Let me
form the
run with
ball,
it. Yeah.
throw me the ball, and let me run with it. And I'm always like, Bobby, let's have a writing session. He's like, what did you write? I tell you,
In our circles. Yes.
But we both come from the place of coming through this business, we really wanted to do a piece where we could see all of our friends having something to do in this, making work for our friends. I mean, because it's 3 generations of women. So you have,
okay, thank you.
Yes.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of amazing women, we have someone, I am so happy that this woman is not only joining us from New Zealand, okay? I tend to bring people in. We had Lisa Dawn from Australia. I'll bring people in. Okay. We have Tunie. We are able to get Tamara Tunie up and through her. Tunie, where are you? Tunie is directing this endeavor.
Hello, my lovelies.
Hello, my dear. In your one room, but you're there healthy, right?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm in quarantine. This is maybe my 4th or 5th day of quarantine. I can't keep track. I'm here in Christchurch, New Zealand at the lovely Airport Novotel Hotel with my view of the bus parking lot, which is very attractive, but there are some gorgeous mountains way off in the back that I can see as well. So all is well.
But you are blessed. We laugh at that, but we also we take a moment to know that there are people without. You know what I mean? So
Amen.
Even though we have situations like that, we thank God for them, and we pray for those who don't have right now. So every day. But we do laugh at you, Tunie.
Well, because you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh.
Yes,
and of course,
absolutely.
I'm so appreciative of this opportunity.
Absolutely.
And it's just been very interesting. I've had the New Zealand Army deliver my groceries for me. So it's all very exciting. And they were attractive. So it was all good.
It's so funny. That's what Lisa Dawn was saying too in Australia, that they deliver the food and they leave it at the door, and she has to wait 30 seconds after they knock for them to get away. And then
somebody's way down the hall and you're like, thank you. And they're like, you're welcome. So it's all good.
They're not playing. So how did you get involved in Love and Southern Discomfort?
Well, a few months ago, I got an email from Monica and Bobby, saying that they have this project and they'd love me to have a look at it because they were interested in talking to me about coming on board as director. And so I did. I broke it open and I was reading the book and listening to the music that accompanied it. And I was singing and I was dancing and I was crying. And I emailed Bobby immediately and I was like, yeah, I want to do this. So let's figure it out. So that's the short version of how I came on board. And since that time, we have been, continuing to tweak and work on it. And it's coming along in such a beautiful way. And, Bobby and Monica have both shared what this story is about. And for me, I just honestly believe in the universality of specificity. And though this is a Black family that we're talking about, the issues are universal. And, it really reaches and touches to anybody because, on the bottom line is it's a human story, and so it really, and our goal is to really present the humanity of all these people, So that's why I said yes.
Well, first of all, let me pinch myself again for us having Tamara Tunie, because
I know.
Tell Monica, your name was mentioned with
Brenda,
this.
Tunie's being very modest. We approached her like 3 years ago, and Destiny was not, available to us, but we approached her 3 years ago, and she has always been on the back of my mind, and I just I remember, Bobby, I was like,
The stars had to align. Yeah.
Absolutely. Everything happens for a reason, and it's supposed to.
It's serendipitous. It's serendipitous.
Yes,
is what
indeed.
it is.
Yes, indeed. And at that time, which I honestly can't even remember.
Yeah, because you were busy.
Because there was probably so much going on, but I think, had I come on board at that time, I just feel like, as Bobby said, the stars aligned in the right way, and I feel like coming on at this juncture is really the moment that I should have joined the team. I believe
it wasn't what it is now 3 years ago either. So it's bloomed to where it needs to be for you to be a part of it.
Bobby and I had to grow a little bit more, and then now just being in your presence. I mean, Brenda, we just had a write session, and oh my God, it was so good and so easy peasy. And Tunie, she just always serves the story. And, writers can be very tight with their properties.
Let's say protective.
I just feel so safe. And I do, yeah. Well, but also you got to have those outside eyes. It's such a balance. When you're creating it. You need like this kind of incubation. But once it really starts to put meat on the bones, you got to open it out. But you know what I mean? But sometimes, I'm telling you, as a writer, people are like, you know what, you should do this. And it's like, you know what, that's somebody else's story. So it's so nice to like, when Tunie has an idea, it just serves a story, and it's just like, yes, thank you, Jesus. So yeah, she is a boon and a blessing.
What I also like is that, and I say it again, it's that women telling women's stories. But you also have a man's input. You know what I mean? We don't do anything by ourselves. No matter how you want to look at it, it's always a synergy. It's always, men, women, everybody has a say. Everyone has a feeling. So the fact that the female writer, female director, and Bobby can actually put that other little spin on it, I think it's amazing. I think, like I said, I cannot wait to see it and hear it and all that good stuff. So now let's bring on, I heard this voice. Now I'm mad at you, Monica, because the little snippet that we have is just a little too short for me. Okay, it's just a little too short for this voice. But this voice right here,
it comes out on the 14th.
This is just a taste. It's just a little taste.
Just a little taste. A little taste. Jonah, hit the video.
Don't try to build me up while you're breaking me down. Can't you see that I'm broken? All my pieces scattered all around. Somebody take my hand, help me learn who I am. Who
I am.
It gives me goosebumps every time I hear it. It gives me goosebumps.
I know. That's all I can say. When I first heard Ramona's voice, I can't even say what I said. I can't even say it. This woman is so talented. She did Smokey Joe's with us, and I think she was getting ready to do Caroline or Change as well.
Yes.
Before the pandemic happened. So Ramona, come on, girl. Come on. Come on.
Hey.
Oh, how are you?
Hi.
Oh, that voice. Ramona. Okay,
Yeah.
I have so many questions, but where are you from, first of all?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York, born and raised. Still live here.
I love
Probably
it.
gonna die here.
Now, it was Smokey Joe's where we first met, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I came in as your first cover.
Right. You know, the mind is a terrible thing. It just kind of mushes together. I know. But now, how did you get involved in Love and Southern Discomfort?
Well, the connection was still Smokey Joe's because that's how I met Bobby in Smokey Joe's, right? So we remained friends because I love me some Bobby Day, right? So we remained friends. So Bobby sent me this script probably about 5 years ago, and he sent me like 2 songs, and I was just like, when you ready, call me, I'm in. Like, it was an automatic yes, you know. So it was a beautiful story then. It's even better now. And I was just waiting. I said, whenever you're ready, just call me.
Wow. Now that song is coming out this week?
Yes, on the 14th in 2 days.
Ooh, I'm so happy to have all of you
October
here with
14th.
me. Oh my God.
And I think it's going to be on all the outlets like the iTunes and all that stuff, right, Monica?
Amazon Music and Google Music.
Yes, now, as far as the script is concerned, do you feel any kind of personal? I think we have a sound kind of thing. Monica, what did you say? Oh,
we said nothing.
Okay. Who tonight is Mercury retrograde?
No, sorry, I'm actually quiet.
Okay.
There's a big delay there with Monica.
Yeah.
So Bobby, can you just run down where the CD is going to drop, the different platforms?
Yes, October 14th, we are actually going to be on New York Theater Barn at 7 p.m. On their new musical series. And we are going to actually drop the CD that night. So it will be sold on iTunes.
The CD or the single, babe?
The single, I'm sorry. The single will be sold on iTunes, Google Music, also Amazon Music as well. Yes.
Cool. Amazon as well. Yeah. So we're gonna be part of the New York Theater Barn's new work series. And the single will drop October 14th. That night at October 14th at 12:01 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so everyone download, listen to the song. Ramona kills it.
And you'll get to see the full video
3 times over, and it's beautiful. And she just delivers. Yes, the full video too. So all of it.
So as I was asking before, I call her Muna. Muna, the script. Do you feel a personal connection to the script at all? Or any of the characters, like, do they speak to you, or how do you feel for your character?
Absolutely. So the mother and daughter dynamic is usually pretty unique. Anyone, every mother and daughter can relate to what I'm saying right now. That relationship is always special in one way or the other. So with this story, the mother having her daughter young, I can personally relate to that because my mother had me very young. So we had a different type of relationship than a mother who would have had their daughter, later in life. So that already creates a certain type of relationship that you have. And then, there's a dynamic that I spent a lot of time with my grandmother, and this character, her daughter, did the same thing. So a lot of it is very familiar to me, very familiar.
Wow. How about you, Tunie? Where'd you grow up? You were in...
I'm from Pittsburgh, baby. Go Steelers. We're 4-0 right now. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I was born and raised in Pittsburgh, and oftentimes we call Pittsburgh up south for positive and negative reasons. But I grew up in a funeral home, actually. So, my family was definitely a middle-class Black family. So, and my relationship with my mother is very, very close. However, I had siblings. I have 4 sisters and a brother, so we were able to divvy up some of that dynamic amongst all of us. But yeah, that's, I also wanted to mention not just the dynamic between these women, but there are also some really interesting male characters in our piece. you know, which is, as you alluded to earlier, is so wonderful that Bobby's voice is involved in that. So yeah, so it's you know, it resonates. The story resonates on just so many different levels.
So now, what is the next step for the piece?
Well, I'll just add, because you did mention earlier what the possibilities might be during this time of the pandemic, which I just love that I'm stealing from you now. You know, so you know, gathering together in a theater is not in the foreseeable future. Right. So we're definitely thinking outside of the box and exploring other possibilities to bring this to life. So we'll see. Wow. But definitely now is the time to look at this challenging moment as a moment for opportunity as well. So, you know, I always believe that challenges are put before you in order for you to grow and extend beyond what you think. So that's kind of the conversations we're having right now.
Awesome.
And in the immediate future, we are working on this concept CD, and we have other artists on there. We have Andy Carl on there. We have Felicia Fields on there. We have Adrian Bailey on there. We have Virginia Woodruff on there. It's, you know, we're really looking at what the platform is now. Nikki James. Yeah, I mentioned Nikki James and Anthony Wayne earlier, and also Yvette Kassan.
Yvette.
Yeah.
Yvette Kason. That's what we used to call her. Yeah. Oh God. So Bobby, how was it, going back to that? How was it working with all of these women and putting your specific voice and talent to it?
I tell you, it's been. I grew up with in a family of all women. I have 2 older sisters, and my mom. You know, for a while it was just the 4 of us till my mom met my stepdad, and so I've always had the respect and the vision, I think, through a woman's world with my sisters. Plus, as a gay man, but a gay man who played football too. So, you know, I know myself as a man as well. And luckily for me, with Monica's story, these people have real situations, and each one of these situations, whenever I would do a song, I was not thinking about what notes they were going to sing. I wanted to really dig into emotionally how they are feeling at the moment. And my melodies worked off of that. Everything worked off of what these people were going through at that moment.
Awesome. Wow. Now, Monica, I can't remember. Did you mention if you had siblings? Do you have siblings? Oh, we've got a bad delay.
Wait, who's in New Zealand?
I have one sister, and she's 2 years younger. Yeah, I have one sister.
Have you spoken to her, or does she know about this piece and how it might relate to your family, or? Oh, I could do a whole.
She does. My sister's very supportive, and
oh, poor Monica. We have a better connection with Tunie in New Zealand. Lord,
my sister's very supportive.
I know.
Oh my God.
I know the suspense is.
I know. I'm like,
oh my God.
No. What is she going to say?
I know. Oh God.
Oh,
so Ramona,
am I frozen?
Well, your words are coming way later. So, but we're still here with you. We still love you.
Yeah.
So Mona,
yeah. All right. I'm going to let Bobby do all the talking.
Well, I didn't hear that. We're in trouble.
She said she's going to let Bobby do all the talking.
Not after I had this sangria, you know.
Okay.
No, go ahead. With
Ramona, what?
So Ramona,
yeah.
I wanted to just getting away from love and Southern Discomfort for just a moment, because Mona, you were getting ready to do Carolina Change.
The new one, no, actually, I was not going to be in new production.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, I was looking and still am very much looking forward to seeing it, but no. I'm not in that one.
Okay.
But I have some
Okay.
friends who are, and I can't wait to see it.
I know. You know what? Everybody's life, we all know what it is. Everyone's life has just been turned upside down, except for Tamara Tunie, who is working in New Zealand.
Right.
But
Well, this is this is a momentary thing. It's very different. It's very different. But I too just want to add, my love and support of the Actors Fund while we're on this subject of challenging times for everybody. And so happy that, we were able to do this. We're able to help raise funds. That number that you quoted at the beginning of this, $500,000. That's $500,000, That's a lot of money and a lot of support. And, the Actors Fund is such a necessary entity for so many people in the theater community. So it's so great that, so many people have donated as much as they can and will continue to donate and support. So I want to say a personal thank you out there to everybody who supports the Actors Fund.
Absolutely. And again, our total is what, 590. So where did I throw that card? Our total again is $526,935 that's going to go to a wonderful cause, the Actors Fund, because they have been helping everyone.
Yay.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So before we end, I would love to get what's next for everyone. So can we try to do Monica first? Monica, what's next for you, including Love and Southern Discomfort? What's next for you?
Well, I went back to college to finish my degree. I left as a senior and I went back as a senior. And so I'm getting my undergraduate in public relations.
Wow. Good for you. See, there's an Act 2 and an Act 3 for everyone. Tunie, are you doing a TV show or movie? What's up with you?
Yeah, I'm in New Zealand for a new Netflix series, which, of course, has to be kept under wraps. But it's really exciting. It's different for me. I can describe it as, a futuristic, post-apocalyptic Earth where everyone is living in outer space kind of story. It's inspired by a Japanese anime story that was very, very popular. And, I'm in quarantine for another, 12 days or so. And I'm so looking forward to being out of quarantine and getting to work. Really excited about that.
And how long will you be there altogether?
I will be in New Zealand until November 20th.
Cool. Okay. All right. Yay, girl. You are always working. I love it. Now, also, I want to add, last week I did the interview with Cheetah that we had done back in 2015. I also interviewed Tunie, and at some point I would love to show that because we had the best time just talking about stuff and talking about life and where life takes you, where life has taken you from.
Yes.
Leaving folks, and so maybe at some time I'll put that up as well.
I think you should. It was wonderful. I really loved having that conversation with you. Absolutely. And I really appreciated that platform and that program you presented to inspire, to inspire all of us, to inspire those of us who are 50 and above, and to inspire those of us who are younger than that to look forward to being able to, turn a page and recreate and reinvent and keep it moving and keep it vital and exciting. Life is not over till it's over. So, we got so much we can do.
Absolutely. Exactly. Absolutely. Here. Yes. Mona, what's up for you? What are you up to?
I mean, besides what we cannot do, there is a show that I have been working on that hopefully will still continue to go on. We're keeping our fingers crossed on that. Also, these things you can't talk about it, what it is or whatever. But it is theater, so I can give you that much. So then you know that it'll probably be sometime later next year. So what I've been doing to find something else to do, I've been doing some audiobooks. I've, got me a little studio. Set up me a little studio in my house, and I've done a couple. I'm on the third one now, and I've, been commissioned to do 2 more. So That's how I'm just, making the time go by. And this summer, I've just been spending a lot of time outside.
Yes.
A lot of time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Keeping myself
Now,
busy.
I thought I heard you mention something too, that you were working with folks as far as social media was concerned, or doing something like that. Are you still doing that?
Yeah. My friend Tracy Nicole Chapman, and she is the CEO of Biz Chica. She and I worked together for many, many years, but I'm no longer doing that with her. But she is still very active. So if you guys need any help with social media, check out Biz Chica.
Okay.
But that was my side gig for a long time. And I mean, I still dibble and dabble in it, but I'm not as focused into it as I was before.
Gotcha. Well, you still have that knowledge of social media, so I might be calling you, girl. Oh,
yes, absolutely. Yes. It's definitely a good thing to know, especially with what we do. The thing is, I can do social media for everybody else. I hate doing it for myself.
Absolutely. Well, Mr. Bobby Daye, my love.
Mwah.
What's up for you next?
Well, besides working on Love and Southern Discomfort, also with our other producing partner, Adam Slater, Monica and I are also working on another piece, which happens to be a piece about the pandemic that was written 2 years ago, though. It was written 2 years ago. Wow. And we have some other ways that we're trying to get that one out. Right. And I'm also working with the group that Arnisha Walker and Stephen Nakme put together called Just One Step for Democracy, which is an amazing group, justonestepfordemocracy.com, that is artists getting together to help people get out there and be knowledgeable about voting and just getting out there and getting your votes out there. As a matter of fact, I co-wrote a song with Yvette Kassan and with Sylvia McCullough. Called This Voice for that. And we have another one coming out that I wrote for Yvette called For America. So that one will be coming out soon. Wow. And also I've always been working with my friend Tom Cochan. I don't know if you remember this, but way back in Dreamgirls, I had the whole cast. This was like the first time I did a recording session, had the whole cast of Dreamgirls come in and sing this song, sing backup for this song called True Lies. And you were part of it, but I know it was a long time ago, and but Tom Cochan and I, we've been writing for the soaps. We do stuff for Young and the Restless, so we're still cranking out music and still on that audition grind. They sent something the other day where they give you 6 pages to learn for the next morning.
I know. But, the audition process is changing.
It is.
It's changing, and it's becoming. You can do your own stuff at home. So. Yeah. This is our new normal, as they say.
Looking at this round light.
I know. Well, everyone, but have you seen this one?
Oh, no.
Chris, you can click on.
Oh.
And you connect it onto your computer. Look at this.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't that cute? I didn't use it. Isn't that cute? New technology. So I want to thank you all for being here with me. And I cannot wait till the 14th when Ramona Keller, wears the children out.
New York Theater Barn.
Liquid Courage. Get your download. Everything is ready for Liquid Courage.
Yes. For the new show, Love and Southern Discomfort, written by Monica Patton and Bobby Daye, directed by Tamara Tunie. Oh, I love it. Maybe I'll make some money so that I can be like an investor or something like that.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? But I want to thank you all for being with me tonight. I just... Friendship, we go back, way back, all of us. And friendship means everything to me. And you taking the time to come and be with me here means everything. All right?
Well, thank you for this platform. Thank you, Seth, for this platform.
And we will keep everyone informed as to where we're going to find this and where we should look for it, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Love you.
Love you.
Oh my God. See, children, y'all better figure it out and figure some stuff out to do, because the children are not sleeping. They're writing, they're directing, they're choreographing, they're doing it all. And I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you all for being with me. Next week, I have another good, as I say, good girlfriend of mine who has really, really taken her act to a whole nother level. Natasha Neary has just, she is not performing anymore, but she does exercises, but she's also an artist. She paints, and she did a painting for me. So you'll see her next week though. So it's almost my last time, 2 more weeks, but make sure that you join me next Monday because we've got $500,000. Let's get to 1 million, y'all. Let's get to 1 million because Broadway is gone for a little while because of this pandemic. But be safe, be happy. Take care of one another. Vote, 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 vote. Please, please, please. Thank you. And good night.
Be Braxton, healing the world. Get it. Cold places, act to its own. Yeah. Be wise, be strong, be beautiful. Carry that crown like you know it's indisputable. We work hard, we walk in purpose. Yeah. We know what it takes, fierce in high places. We make a difference, we get what we want. Yeah. Now sit back and enjoy the show.